YouTube fam, how y'all doing? This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. There's been a lot of debate on the Batman animated series by McFarlane. Those figures, the articulation, the detail, the shading is completely off. The figures are brittle, whereas, once you try to move them, they break. If they fall into pieces. And fam, at $30 a pop, you thinking you should have cartoon accurate figures, but that can move. Like the articulation should be like DC Multiverse. DC Multiverse actually has 22 points of articulation. Now, I'm thinking that these Batman animated series, they have less than 22 points of articulation. This is why a lot of people are feeling some kind of way. When you are having some figures that look really good, but they lacking in articulation, and they're higher than the regular toys that you have, that's horrible. Who you think gonna do that? Who you think gonna pay $30 a figure? So you got 4 figures out: Batman, Robin, Mr. Freeze, Scarecrow. That's $120 right there. Then you got that bike. We'll just say $30. That's $150. But for those 4 figures that you paid $120 for, you could build a figure, and that becomes 5 figures. Okay, you got 5 figures and a bike. Again, explain to me this situation. You shouldn't have to boil your action figures. You shouldn't have to put oil on the joints. You shouldn't have to rub Vaseline on toys, rub cooking grease on your toys. This is too damn much. I'm not trying to make a recipe. I'm trying to actually pose my toys, sit them up here, and do what I do, man. At $150, it should be well worth it. Think about it. The basic DC Multiverse figures are $19.99. The Builder figures $24.99. The collector's edition, those are $30, which are $29.99. And you got the animated series for Batman, which are $29.99 too. So you're looking at this, you pay more for less. No, I'm not about to do that. So you see, I will buy these figures once they clearance out, once they go lower. I'm not about to pay all that money for something that I can't see the value in. The figures look fantastic. I'm gonna be honest. They look fantastic, fam. They look damn good, just to be honest. They look damn good. But you need more than that. You need an actual toy that you could play with. We were having issues with the Super 7 figures, fam. I was having big issues with the Super 7. The articulation, the actual movement, the way how you can actually pose the toy. Some of them don't sit on pegs. I was having those issues. So now we're facing those issues with McFarlane. I think he's moving too quick. I think he needs to slow it down just a little bit. I think he needs to regroup and re-strategize, because this right here, this ain't it. This shit is not it. You cannot go to somebody and do this and think they gonna want to rock with you all the way through. Man, I ain't no rock with you with this shit. You playing. You joking. People got too much on their plate to be playing with your grown ass. I expect better from him. And a lot of people else, who swear about his stuff. His stuff, ain't no lie, it looks fantastic. I would have wanted him to do Thundercats and Silverhawks and Tiger Sharks. I would have loved for him to do that, because his work on this DC Multiverse looks fantastic, fam. His Spawn stuff look good. Some of the stuff he's been doing far as Avatar, then the Avatar Last Airbender, then, all these other anime things that he do, then the Warhammer stuff, man. And you just sitting back thinking to yourself, but you put out DC Multiverse, and that has 22 points of articulation. Now you putting out Batman the animated series, and that has like damn near 8 points of articulation. Man, what are you doing? See, don't take people back. Because when people see that you're asking for $30 a toy, they're expecting way more. The figures look fantastic. They're animated. They look just like the animated TV show. But people want to be able to use them, to pose them. You know, shit. I don't want to move a toy and shit breaks. That happened with me with the damn Power Ranger from Super 7. I was so damn mad. I paid all that money for it, and I just set it in the box and just pushed the shit back over there. I said, this is some bullshit. Because it is. You shouldn't have to deal with all that. You know what? This stuff's supposed to be actually worth something. It's supposed to be made properly, not poorly. And see, we're spending all this money. Like I said, if you want to pick up everything in that line, it's like $150, $160. And you're sitting back saying to yourself now, I got to take all this shit back because I don't want to be stuck with this. Again, you want stuff that you could actually see and be happy with. You get what I mean? Not just random shit. But to later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.